Welcome to the workshop, guys. Now, it's been a little while since we've uploaded any content to YouTube, but fear not, we have not been busy. We have been busy. We're actually in the middle of a very exciting time doing some upgrades and preparing for an upcoming series that we're going to be shooting here in the workshop. But in order to get to that series, we need to do some upgrades. So let's check them out. And here we are, in the upgradey part of the workshop. We were looking at this space and wondering, what can we do to improve it for our next series? But that opened a can of worms, and out of that can of worms came a whole bunch of different problems and thoughts. Some of those had to do with function. How can we make the space better for producing armor and making it for the Joelmeister here on the hammers? And another part of that was, how do we make this space more efficient and more productive from a filming perspective so that the con dog can get around and get the content that he needs without having to jump up here on stumps and have a foot up on an anvil and just be, trying to film, and it's a bit of a disaster. So that's another thing. And third of all, we wanted to solve the problem of aesthetic. How do we craft a space that gives the aesthetic and the presence to the videos that we're trying to create, particularly this next series, because I'm telling you guys, she's going to be a bloody sexy one. That's why all this effort needs to go in. So can of worms opened and planning began, and we were looking at the space and going, okay, so what is it that we need to upgrade in this space to have it prepared for our series? Whew. That's a lot of stuff to consider. And that's how we were feeling going into this. So we've been rapidly attacking this space and just trying to get through all of it so that we can start filming. And that's when we realized, what the heck? Why don't we just bring you guys along for the process and we can all have fun as the Ironcrown team gears up and gets ready for the next stage in our journey. Hey, so what we're doing here is getting ready for a few upgrades. We're going to be chucking on some plywood and some steel sheet onto these blank spaces here. And in addition to that, we are also going to be whacking up some shelving either side of our forge to store some of those cool projects that we've been working on. You can see it now, just the rows of helmets, the steel sheets, delicious. And not only that, but we're also going to be upgrading our forge scenario, making it more functional, adding some other details to it, and most importantly of all, blocking this bloody hole up here so the whirlybird doesn't interrupt our filming. Most of the time, Connor is a very kind and caring soul, but when the bloody whirlybird comes out, mate, I gotta get out of here.
Joel, get that whirlybird fixed!
Stay away from me! Ah!
Oh my god!
I present to you the Wall of Doom. Well, maybe not doom, but tapping into the aesthetic part of our vision for the workshop. We wanted this space to have more contrast and just capture that blacksmith armoring looking workshop that is just so classic and just so mwah. We want that on the lens. We want this space looking good. So we added these steel sheets to the wall. Also adds a bit of a safety factor to it as well, because we've got a fire here, so having a steel wall makes an impenetrable barrier to stop any of that heat transfer or anything like that. But mostly it's about the aesthetic and the look of the workspace. Now, a lot has changed in this space since you guys have actually seen it on camera in the workshop. In our first series, we just had this forge here, and all it was is the basic side draft forge setup that I had got working. There was air coming in, there was a fire in the fire pot, and the freaking smoke was getting sucked out. That worked for getting metal hot, and that was nice. But in order to do bigger projects, in order to have a space that doesn't give us hiccups and trips as we're trying to get the work done, efficiency, productivity, all that good stuff, we needed to do some upgrades. So, first upgrade was extending this table. What problem did that solve? Well, that stopped the charcoal, which was continually falling off the table while the fire was on. Could only have a small fire, and we now have a larger table, which has nice sides on with sexy bolts and looks very steampunk, I must say. I do like the way that it turned out. But these sides, this size is gonna enable us to have more charcoal on the sides, a bigger fire. It's just gonna make the function of the actual fire space so much better. Another important thing we had to add to the forge was this range hood slash shroud. I'm not sure what to call it exactly, but initially we just had this side draft box, which yes, it worked beautifully actually in terms of sucking the fire sideways and sucking up all that heat and smoke. But still we had embers and sparks raining around our workshop. This shroud is gonna catch those sparks and keep them contained to the space. And let's be honest guys, look at the presence it adds to the space, right? Yeah, now this is a proper forge setup, not just some steel table with a fire on it. We're looking profesh here, guys. I mean, that's what we're about, Ironcrown Workshop. And you know, a fun part of this project, we were putting it together, we had it all fabbed up, we had even a paint job on it. And don't you love it when things just go wrong, you know, little miscalculations? Because your boy stuffed up big time and oh no, we tried to fit it to the space and this little section here, no, she won't fit into the chimney because it was only 5 millimeters too narrow. So we got past that hurdle, we fixed it up and she's on. Alright, we're at the stage of the process where we're ready to attach our range hood slash spark catcher 5000 to our forge over here. And today I've got Gareth giving Connor and I a hand in the workshop and teaching Connor some good skills so I can get along with the work. So thank you, Gareth.
You're welcome.
You're a legend. Gareth's going to give me a hand. We're going to lift her up and get her onto the forge, and then we're going to decide how we're going to attach it. So let's get her up there. Right. Let's see if she fits. Ooh. Sexy, baby. Alrighty, now we get to attach the range hood spark catcher 5000 to the chimney. And how are we going to do that? Well, there's a couple of ways you can fasten steel together. There's welding, there's these bad boys, pop rivets, which are often used to attach sheet metal together, or we can use these metal screws, nice and golden. What's great about these, the gold is going to go so nicely against that charcoal backdrop. I reckon these bad boys are a weapon of choice to go around here and make it look great and attach it all at the same time. What else needs to be upgraded here? Well, we're going to finish off the forge finally up the top here, close this off with some insulation and a bit of a steel box. Down the bottom here, we are going to be working on the fire pot, which has already been improved, and the airflow mechanism. We've got something pretty cool and designed and special for that. But all in all, this is all about making a forge that's going to be professional and enable us to just get through the projects of making armor here in the workshop without any hassles. Well, that's one of the challenges actually of having a space to craft armor for YouTube, is not only being able to function as an armorer, but also being able to capture that, and any little hiccups, any little problems, it's going to slow us down in that process. So we're nibbing those in the butt right now with these upgrades. We're also going to be adding a hammer rack here on the wall and a tong rack just outfitting the entire space with all the tools and equipment of armoring and blacksmithing and productivity and function and aesthetic. It's just gonna be a great space, guys. We're also gonna be adding some shelving, some LED lights, and they're gonna be held up with these forged brackets. It's gonna look great. We're gonna have helmets. It's gonna be a cool space to display projects, past projects, you know, a bit of Ironcrown history up there. Over here, we're gonna do some work on this vice stand because she's freaking rickety as a buggery of doom and moves around when I'm filing on it and stuff. That's gotta be fixed, guys, otherwise I'm just gonna go crazy here. We're gonna restore this, we're gonna wire wheel it and get some oil on it. We're gonna build a table here to contain all of the tools. It's gonna be great. And another thing too is removing these gas bottles from the space because explosive material, combustion source. Great, let's bring those together. And I don't want to be forging in a crater in the next series. So in order to avoid that problem, we're gonna move them outside of the workshop, build a cage, have the gas plumbed in with some professionally installed equipment. We're gonna be able to use our heating table and heating torch over there, away from this forge, because here at Ironcrown Workshop, we want to do things professionally. We want to do things right. We're going to follow the codes and do things safely, and we're going to have a space that's not only soundproof, set up for filming the most amazing videos, but also safe and functional at the same time. Pretty bloody good, I reckon. Well, I think that is most of the upgrades covered. I mean, you can always add more upgrades to your list of wishes that you want to have in the workshop, but I think that'll about cover it. And now, all of this stuff is part of a larger vision and a larger goal of bringing higher quality content to you guys, but in an efficient way from here in the workshop. Because trust me, we want to be making more videos about making armor as soon as possible. But firstly, you need to lay those foundations. This whole upgrade process though is going to be really fun. This is an exciting time for us here at Ironcrown Workshop. We want to share that excitement with you guys, and hopefully you get to see some things being done that you may not have seen before, learn some things. Heck, you guys might even teach us some lessons because we want to have your engagement. Put those comments in the comment section. Come along with us for this journey. You're our team, we're the doers here in the workshop, and we want to bring that all together into one awesome series. Couple of parts, be a fun journey, but we want to bring you guys along with that. So see you guys in the next one, and this should be fun. See yous there.